might have said we were going to be in Tokoroa. That's because we were, but we didn't quite make it yet.
Honestly,
we're
road delays, road works on the State Highway 1.
We are hoping to get there though, and I want to say a shout out to everyone who's watching, but also a shout out to all the people who have inscribed their name on this very bench. This one here says IESUS. Now I don't want to say that out loud because it sounds like a terrorist organisation. So it says IESUS is Lord. So congratulations to you.
L-O-R-D or L-O-R-D-E?
Oh, there is a little E on the end there. So hey, I think we've just found. Oh, it's a J! Jesus is Lord! Oh, well that's actually very different to how
From a terrorist organisation
interpreting that.
to the Lord Jesus.
Okay.
Well, it's great to have you along on the Daily Show today. This is, I guess, a wee insight to what we've been up to today. Yeah, I don't want to put my arm down on that. We're sitting on a towel because, you know when you come to these places and you just think, I want to bring my family here, but I feel like it's not always sanitary. Smells like, yeah.
But a lot of people have come up here, they've enjoyed the view and perhaps had a romantic evening on this very table. So that's love. It's good to be here and part of the history. I need to stop talking. You carry on. So we're in Tokoroa. What have we been doing today?
We went to Hobbiton.
Yes. Oh, it was so cool. Never been there before. If you're a New Zealander, you got to go. Apparently 90% of the visitors are international. Yeah. And we Kiwis should go because it's actually
on a good week, they get
cool.
21,000 people in there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's awesome.
Now, you actually had a Hobbiton fact there, didn't you?
No, I don't want to say that one.
Why?
Because I feel like it's inappropriate. Here. Don't read that.
Why?
Don't read that.
I want to read it now, even though I know what it says. Why?
You say it or don't say it at all.
Okay, I'm going to say it. I'll read it. Our trip to Hobbiton happened to fall on the same day that author J.R.R. Tolkien's family estate settled a massive $109 million lawsuit with Warner Brothers over the rights to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Yeah, I just...
What's bad about that?
Well, I don't want to get into it.
What? Are you scared that Warner Brothers is going to be watching or like...
Yeah, they're going to come after me. Little bit scared. Yeah, I am. So I'm going to change the topic.
What? Do you think that like they're going to knock on your door late one night saying, yeah, g'day, it's James Warner here.
Those people down south who painted their public toilet with a stencil outline of Mickey and Minnie Mouse and they got done by Disney. Like sometimes those big companies are watching, that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, our combi tour last time was great, really enjoyed the experience, but this time I actually prefer the vehicle we've got because we're driving an electric car. And it's going to be a lot better when New Zealand has more charging stations, I'll say that. Yeah, and also when it's faster to charge. I mean, it's great for the environment and all, but it takes an hour to charge the car. But imagine if it was at your home, you just plug it in while you're going to sleep, it's easy. But imagine if you were driving to work and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to charge the car. I better pull into the petrol station / charging station, and you're there for 1 hour. No, the world just needs to get on board, I think. We're slow. In 20 years' time, people will probably not watch this. But in 20 years' time, people will say, oh, this is the norm. They won't even question electric cars. Anyway, I can see people freezing behind the camera there. So let's move on. We were talking about Lord of the Rings, more movie news. Tom Cruise, who was in New Zealand last month filming Mission Impossible 6, has confirmed that they are going to do a sequel of Top Gun. I'm not going to lie. Because Top Gun 2 would make it Top Gun 3. Not going to lie, I have not seen Top Gun. I have. Great movie. Yeah, everyone talks about Top Gun being an awesome movie. Apparently, so it was #1 when it came out at the box office in 1986, and apparently it's one of only 3 of the top 15 movies of the 80s that doesn't have a sequel. So that one, E.T. Rain Man. And Tom Cruise was in Rain Man. Great film again. It was a really good film. And Tootsie, which also had the guy from Rain Man, whose name is again Dustin Hoffman. Details. It doesn't matter. I don't think. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, they're gonna do a sequel, so we'll see what happens. What do you reckon is the greatest sequel of all time? Princess Diaries. I was gonna say Back to the Future too, but one. But is that a trilogy though? Yeah, but before the third one came out, it was just the best sequel. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Well, I'm just going Lord of the Rings. But again, I'd call that a trilogy now. Yeah. I don't know. Not Dumb and Dumberer. I couldn't go see it. I couldn't bring myself. I just couldn't. What? You feel like you're going to say something really
Monsters,
profound.
Inc.
Oh, is it really good?
Yeah, and Monsters, yeah. And then they brought out Monster University.
Is it? Toy Story?
Those are more of a prequel.
Toy Story, the third one's really good.
Again, a trilogy.
Okay, yeah. Again.
What?
That's a sequel. It's still a sequel.
It's a sequel because it came after the second one. There we go.
So what do you call a
Nick's saying
trilogy?
It's still a sequel.
Trilogy's a collection of 3.
So what's a sequel? Well, so what's Lord of the... So is Lord of the Rings a sequel and a trilogy?
Yes.
So why don't they just call it a sequel instead of a trilogy?
Because it wraps up in 3.
So maybe one of the Harry Potter
But
films
then
will
the
be
sequels
the
wrap
greatest.
up in 2.
This is getting detailed now.
Doesn't have to, no.
Okay. Oh, the table's dripping on me.
Yeah, we should have put a towel under the table.
I just, you don't know what, you don't know, you don't just know.
Again, can you... What? That's water, trust me. It's
Yeah.
water.
You never know, you never know.
Oh,
it's a park bench, I'm just saying. Okay.
Why do you know so much about park benches?
This next thing says
You're talking
Kiwis-
from experience or something. What have you seen or done or witnessed?
This next one says Kiwis are gross. And it's because, okay, apparently Colgate did a survey and found that 3 out of 5 New Zealanders admit to skipping brushing their teeth. 18 to 24-year-olds are the worst. And 3/4 of the 18 to 24-year-olds surveyed said they often skip brushing for 1 day or more, with 10% admitting to skipping for over a week.
That's pretty gross.
Well,
I know you're going to say you skip. Yeah.
last combi trip, you forgot your toothbrush.
Yeah, and I bought one like 3 days later.
I'll catch Adam grabbing toothpaste and just going, like just rubbing it into his gums, which is better than nothing.
Exactly, and I've got really long nails as well, and I just make sure that I get all the plaque out of my wisdom teeth, and like I get really deep in the holes of my teeth as well.
Apparently, the survey said it's worse to skip brushing your teeth at night rather than in the morning, because you produce less saliva when you sleep, and producing
So your
saliva
teeth are
throughout the day.
just rotting as you're
Yeah,
sleeping.
and I often I'll brush my teeth at night and then go eat chocolate in bed.
What's the point?
I know.
Why don't you eat the chocolate before you brush your
It
teeth?
tastes so much better when I don't have to get up.
Well, eat the chocolate in bed.
But then I have to get up.
Well, take your toothbrush next to your bed and just have a bucket and like...
I would try that.
Sarah's here. What's up, G?
Present for Adam for you to delivery.
Oh, what is it? Oh, someone bought you a toothbrush. Who bought Adam's toothbrush?
Collectively as a crew.
Did you guys all know? It's a little Dora the Explorer one.
Thanks.
Because can I ask you a question? Did you forget your toothbrush on this trip?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
You know I didn't. Look, it's got one of these wee suction things.
Oh! 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 Sanitize it! We love you, Tokoroa!
All right.
Thanks for watching. Oh, tomorrow we're going to be, hopefully, if we've made it in time, we're supposed to be at my grand's house in Hastings.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be watching then.
Also, follow us on Instagram and Snapchat, which is just Adam and Eve Show. We're doing my stories on both accounts, and you can see what we've been up to. Sorry, this daily show was real weird and wacky. We probably should apologise after every daily show we do because they're always like that. But thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. If you haven't, we're almost at 6,000 subscribers, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.